Welcome, my name is Rich, and this is a laid-back Let's Play of Star Wars: The Old Republic. In today's show, I will continue adventuring around Balmorra, taking my time, taking it easy, just kind of wandering around, engaging with the story. And talking about whatever comes into my head. Often the ethical and moral positions that the game puts me in, or making fun of the villains. I do a lot of that. What do we have to do? Bunch of stuff in Sobrik. Oh yeah, I want to come down here, don't I? That's probably close enough. What else do I usually say at the beginning of a stream? I am gonna take my time. I'm not ever gonna claim to be the best player in the world. That isn't me. I will not be making premium plays with frame perfect precision. I will be making mediocre plays and just about avoiding environmental and marked AoE areas just a second or half a second before the AoE thing goes off, as opposed to immediately stepping out like what would be a good idea. So I think we're just heading down the lifts. Which one's about to come up? Oh, dang. That's probably not a good idea to jump that one, eh? I don't have the little red dot on the stream. Oh, there we go. Okay, I just needed to nudge the app to make it remember what it's supposed to be doing. Can I modify this item? Do I need a... It's probably not very much use to me anyway. Like, it's not got... Yeah, the stats it has are rubbish compared with what I've got equipped at the moment, so... I don't think that any amount of... where does this want me to go? Oh, right, it wants me to go there, doesn't it? Okay. I don't think any amount of mods will actually help improve that hill, will they? Okay, let's go to the city of Sobrik. I think. Yeah. Hopefully the game is audible now. I've adjusted the settings in OBS. Increased the volume. But I haven't done a tech test to check. Probably should have done before I started streaming, but oh well. I think someone's just been through here. Yep. Simot. Surprised I haven't discovered any of these areas yet. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't think that there was any kind of alert saying, oh yeah, you've discovered the area. Good for you. Have some XP. So if adjusting the volume in OBS doesn't improve the volume, I'm not sure what else would. I guess I should probably check all of my recent streams. I think I'll check the last Kingdoms of Amalur stream and then a few of the Star Wars ones, just to find out whether the actual gameplay is audible in those. Because it may surprise you to learn, but I don't have a tendency to watch my own streams after the fact. So this is not information that I have offhand. Some people have mentioned in recent streams that the gameplay is not really audible. I think someone said that only the very loudest... This is an odd shuttle, isn't it? It doesn't have any kind of wing. Someone mentioned that only the very loudest sounds in the game are barely audible, which was not my intent. I was just intending to have the audio of the game slightly below my own audio, just so that I wasn't competing with the game to try and like shout over it or anything. Jedi Knight phase, okay. But yeah, I probably should actually set aside some time. Well, I'm going to investigate, and I will fix this if it hasn't been fixed already. By the adjustment I've already made. Oh wow, that's someone being force choked. Cut that out. Come upon or across some random citizen being force choked by an asshole Sith, and it's not really at all any kind of morally ambiguous situation, I wouldn't say. Okay, we need to go into this. It's just that there's a small atrium before the actual main body of the building here. I know this is a Sith or Imperial controlled city, but it's very... It wasn't built by the Sith, I don't think, or the Empire. So the fact that it looks very, very Imperial is a little confusing to me, because I wouldn't have thought that they'd have built it with these design features and a lot of red lights. I mean, banners are easy enough to put up, but like I think that this goes beyond just industrial design and into like the kind of brutalist. Oh wow. Why would you bother attacking the shield dome if you know that nothing gets through? And you haven't had any kind of like message from me to let you know. This fight is not remotely as difficult as the first one we had over here. This is just 3 dudes. Like one, it was a Sith apprentice, I guess, but not someone with a lightsaber and actual force powers. Interesting. A different kind of energy weapon that isn't a lightsaber. I mean, again, this is not as good as what I've already got. Yeah, I mean, you can tell just from the rating number. A Mindak S40 Assault Blade. Interesting. Oops. Now, I did check my internet last stream. Oh, the internet connection on my tablet last stream. And the Wi-Fi network to which it is connected now is the same as it was last time. But it appears as though the quality is worse for no discernible reason. So let's try connecting to a different Wi-Fi. Seeing whether that is willing to be more stable. Okay, the app isn't showing me any comments. So if there are people in the chat trying to talk to me, I apologize. I'm limited by the technology I have available to me. That was even easier. I wonder why these are getting easier to access. Okay, well, let's go in here, shall we? Do you want to bet that this person is a contact for probably the smuggler? Or maybe the trooper? It's unlikely that it's the knight. Trooper phase, okay, so we're not allowed in there. This looks like it's just been attacked, doesn't it? That's obviously story relevant. I imagine that the corrupt trooper that we saw in an alcove outside is trooper related then. This is a way easy heroic area so far. Oh hey, smuggler phase. Wonder whether we'll get a phase in here. Ooh, hey. Let's refresh my buffs. for the good that they'll do. This is a more difficult fight. Ooh, that's awkward. Can Kaizen manage? Probably. Let's hope. Don't think the Sith Acolyte is up to very much damage, luckily. Yeah, they're not really appreciably diminishing his health, certainly not in comparison with what we're doing to him, so that seems fine. And indeed, we are fine. I wonder why the tactician was being forced to kneel. Maybe it wasn't forced, maybe they just have that kind of relationship with one another. Splendid. Just want to make sure that I meet the bonus mission objectives requirements. So I think clearing the space is a good way of making sure I manage that. Well, I mean, we're almost there. Probably don't need to go in here then. In fact, is that the champion? Let's ignore him, pretend he's not there. These will be sufficient. Imperial General. A very important member of the opposite side there. Thank you, Kaizen. Keep him off your squishy friend. Oh, hello. None of that, thank you. In fact, why don't you try being frozen? You shit. Given that she's got a name, or had a name. Agent Callie. Kale? Kale? Yeah, probably Kale. Must be a significant character in someone else's story. You didn't say please. I don't know that the space outside is big enough to be called a city, really. I don't think I got accuse it of being city-sized. Ah, nuts. Taking a while has created a problem for myself. Very impressive that Kaizen managed to do that backwards. Short patrol route. Right, let's heal up and then go for these guys. Ooh, green gear. Oh, disappeared. There must be stealth. Jedi Shadow. I did intend to say thank you, but I wasn't quick enough. Lovely. New gear. Right, so where's... Oh, this is a full-size spaceport in Cerbrick. Huh, weird. You guys are facing the wrong way. The threat is from within, not from without. Okay. Ah, that's the spaceport. Let's go up there then. Yeah, and it is the full-size spaceport interior design that we've seen on other planets, so I would hazard a guess that the spaceport by itself represents a decent proportion of the size of the city. Like, a decent percentage is in its spaceport. Some kind of horrible dart he just shot me with. Thanks for that. Had a purple glow on it. That can't have been good. So where do we need to go? Well, we need to kill 18 Imperial forces, well, defeat, and then go to probably an instanced bit of zone there. I wonder what you're doing on there. Ooh. Beradesco. Right, well, let's send Kaizen in first. Oh wow, he's using a jetpack. Yeah, we're coming out on top. Looks like. That's nice. Let's heal. Oh, Kaizen is actually on fire now. And Terratech face guard. Don't think that that's much use to us. I'm sure he hit the hotkey to get Kaizen to jump in. Guess not. Don't need to worry about them. Thanks, friend. wonder whether each class has a different person here that they come to attack. Because there's 4 different hangars. Do you suppose each archetype, well, not each class because there's 8 classes, each archetype might have their own person that they're after here? Nice. Thanks for gathering them together, Kaizen. That meant I could hit both at once. Oh, group phase. Okay, never mind. And that's actually closed off. Have we killed 14? 18? Yes, we have. Splendid. It looks like maybe this is the only one that's open. No, I'll investigate later. It's not important right now. Hangar 59. A lot of hangars in here then, hey? Oh, yeah, it's Lord Dickbag. Ooh. He lightninged the door closed. Which presumably means we need to fight our way in through a different route. Doors are locked. And we do not have the force sensitivity or power to open it, I guess. Okay. So they are separate. Groups, separate groups of mobs. Leave me alone. Stop shooting me. Kaizen, get him. Splendid. Yes. Having access to the controls here that will close the hangar door would be useful, I would imagine. Or, well, put up the shield anyway. Ho ho ho. You can't go anywhere now. The only way out is through me, because you decided it would be a good idea to break the main door. Do I actually go on board his ship? That would be wild, wouldn't it? Is there anyone up here? I can't mount up. Apparently that would be rude. Go away. Kaizen, get him. I'm sure Kaizen can manage to hold his attention. I'll start dealing with the ad. I obviously didn't really approach that with the from the correct angle. But oh well. Never mind. It's worked out in the end. Well, it's worked out for us. It's not really working out for Lord Dacron, though. Probably be a good idea to nick his ship, actually. Because it'll have useful codes on it and stuff. You can't appreciate what you've done without seeing the atrocities committed. But I can. Accept. Thank you very much. Oh, we're not allowed on his ship. Oh well. Who's this now? They weren't there before. Imperial Flight Officer. Can I just leave through here? I can. I'm not going to, though. I want to get the flight officer. Can't believe that I missed him somehow. Wow, that was a lot of procs, wasn't it? Hurrah! Yeah, he's definitely turned up from somewhere. Because I would have walked past him to get through. Unless he was patrolling here and was like in that corner. So I didn't notice. Anyway, let's find out what happens if I nudge it from this side. Oh, okay. Don't need to use that right now. Okay. They've even got little standees. Just to make it clear, in case you're confused or unsure, exactly who it is that currently controls this area. I don't know whether Mind Crush does as much if you're using it on someone that hasn't first had telekinetic gust cast on them. I need to read the rules again. Blast the target with a quick gust of force power, which deals a certain amount of damage, kinetic damage, and grants force gust, which reduces the activation time of your next Mind Crush by half a second. This effect lasts up to 12 seconds. Crushes the target's mind with the force, instantly dealing kinetic damage and an additional amount of kinetic damage over 6 seconds, so a dot basically. I think the total amount is higher from Mind Crush, but that's for the initial burst and then the damage over time. So it doesn't... what I thought was that Telekinetic Gust applied a debuff to the target, which Mind Crush consumed, thereby dealing more damage, because that does sometimes happen. But it doesn't. Casting this just makes it easier to cast this slightly. And it's a higher initial amount of damage, but because this does 954 to 998, whereas this does 546 to 590 initially, and then 800 over 6 seconds, which is pretty good for a dot. I mean, quite a lot of damage over a short length of time. I do just want to investigate this side to see whether there's a phase through one of the other doors. But it doesn't look as though there's even any other enemies over here. Oh, there is a phase. Group phase. Interesting. Will we be sent back in here for another task then? Do you suppose? Seems unlikely. Surprised there was no one here guarding the... Because on the other side there was another group of mobs and I think another of the security droids. Last time I would say the spaceport service droid was hostile to us. I wonder why he's not this time. I suppose he decided after he respawned, you know what, I don't feel like getting beaten up by everyone who happens past. Not again. No thank you. I can get them all splintered. I think I did that before, didn't I? No, it's just over here. Oops, wrong way. How did I manage that? Plenty of things to sell though. Is that a pair of feet? It is, from some kind of three-legged walker. I've not seen that design before. That can't be efficient. Well, I can't be stable. I am going to judge that a pretty bad design. Some kind of blaster. Stop moving out of the way. Cool. Heals the same amount of health. In fact, I think... Oh, never mind. That might have been exactly the same kind of med pack that we already are using, well, keeping hold of. Is that just another way out? Oh, it is. Okay. Fair enough then. This is a adult entertainment establishment. We need to go in and talk to someone back here, I guess. No, they're not all just doing exactly the same dance moves in sync, which is probably good. Oh wow. You're having a bad time. Jedi technique might help. That was quick. Cool. Splendid. Huh. I hope we get to go and beat up Lacris. Which one was her apprentice? I've killed so many Sith along the way. None of them really stand out. Shield shattering. Did I not do that? I'm sure I came in here. And did a thing. maybe not. I guess I did a thing elsewhere. Was it up here? Is it? We're in here? No. Oh, I'm confused now. I was expecting more resistance. Ah, this is the breaking the shield thing, isn't it? Ooh, is this... Oh, okay, we're going back in. Ah, that's the other thing. That's the thing on the other side of the spaceport. Okay. So it would be really interesting if this was an instance, if this created an instanced version of Sobrik that is under Republic control from now on for my character. I don't think that it's going to, unfortunately, because while the game does have instanced areas, it has not so far had such a change, and Sobrik isn't instanced in the way I think the game would require if it was going to do that. Oh, that's convenient. He's dead. Can skip the guards back there now. Was the apprentice that I cost Lacris the one that I talked out of being a part of the Empire here in the factory, who was guarding the dude that we captured? More, okay. We actually have an objective to take on Sith forces before we get there. Alright, well let's do that then, I guess. If I'd known about needing to come back in, I would have done the quest here first and then come in. But, oh well. It's not a great loss in efficiency, I don't think. And I'm not playing for speed, after all. Does this have a weaken mind? Oh right, okay. So weaken mind, weakens target's mind, dealing 1,000 damage over 18 seconds. Which is not as good damage as Mind Crush, I might add, because that's 800 damage over 6 seconds, which is a significantly shorter amount of time. Yes, Weaken Mind does do more damage, but it's spread out. Anyway, Weaken Mind, and then Turbulence deals 800 damage, well, 818 to 862, so we'll say about 840. Internal damage to a single target. Turbulence automatically critically hits targets affected by your weakened mind. So that's where one attack benefits from having having attacked something else, having put a debuff on an enemy. And I just got it wrong. I thought it was these pair of abilities that synergize like that, but it's these two. And what my critical strike damage value is? How would I work out? Damage primary, crit chance, crit multiplier, 50%. So an extra 50 on top. 50% of this on top. Which is like 1,200 total. That's pretty good. Alright, back to the spaceport. That's right. No, thank you. Someone's killed all of these. I can't get the kills I need for a clean sweep. And that's only stage 1. Interesting. So, I wonder how many stages it has. And that didn't count as Imperial Force. Presumably this will. Well, I mean, hopefully. Maybe I'll need to go outside again. No, that didn't count. Okay, I will need to head outside, I think. Get my Imperial Forces numbers up. Wish I'd noticed before. Oh, there we go. These count as Imperial forces. Splendid. Bye. Cool. Reprogram the cantina sound system. Ah, the cantina. Okay. No. Huh. Oh no, they're not. He's not sabotaging this or anything. He's just weeping. Sorry, friend. We are helping the city, though. What? You've thinned the Empire's numbers in Sobrik. Next, sabotage the sound system in the sunken Sarlacc Cantina to play something more patriotic. But I do not have access. I cannot click on the thing. Unless it's... No, there's nothing here. Huh. Bounty hunter. Who's a champion. There's nowhere else that I can go. I think we're going to need to look that up. This is where I'm supposed to go. This is where it's telling me. Maybe it's because someone else has done it recently. I don't know. keep up, would you? Oh, now I can. Thank Christ. Surveillance cameras. Destroy public surveillance cameras. Okay. Sure, I can manage to do that. I even know what surveillance cameras look like now, having done a quest that required interaction with surveillance cameras on Nar Shaddaa. Interesting. I don't imagine that that's like a storefront ad or anything. So is it just a diagnostic thing? There aren't any holographic displays above any of the other buildings. Doorways. Oh, hey, there we go. There's another one there. That's handy. Why the hell did the camera look up there? That's not what I told it to do. Somebody's been through here recently. Obtain spaceport access codes. Ah, that'll be the dude up on top, won't it? Hello. He has recently been killed. Oh, got the codes here. I didn't need to kill... Got double the codes. Didn't need to kill the champion who usually hangs out here. I thought he'd be the one that had the codes, but apparently not. Apparently it was just anyone that works for the spaceport. Bonza. Hangar 61. A lot of hangars in here. A lot more than you would imagine. These Imperials, or no, they're our side, aren't they? That's a problem. I could turn that around on you, really. Hi, welcome, Hawkman. How many floors underground is this? I have no idea. I have no idea what the structure of the spaceport looks like. There seems to, well, beyond that, there seems to be a central column, and then places off of it that seem to have corridors and hangars off of those corridors. So there's at least 61, but probably more than 61 because I don't think that they would bother to just build 61. They would probably go with like 65 or 70 or something. Unless the one on the other side was 86. The first hangar that we went into, I think it might have been 86. So maybe 90 or 100. Could do 20 per floor, so we might be 5 floors below ground. But then again, these are floors that accommodate for hangars, so maybe double, triple, quadruple the size of a normal floor. We're deep underground, basically. You are awfully self-confident for someone who is only an elite with 2 guards to back you up. I mean, really, I could retake the entirety of the city myself, couldn't I? Reminds me of how Coruscant is said to have tunnels going a full mile underground. Wouldn't surprise me. In fact, I think Coruscant, whatever their ground level used to be, I think their surface is somewhat beyond that already. Like, I think that they've added so much to the planet that the surface level, however you would measure that, is, you know, probably a skyscraper's worth beyond where it used to be, just across the whole, well, most of the planet, maybe not the whole planet. Just politely see who that is. Yeah, better that the truth comes out, I think. Is the game audio, like the dialogue coming through? I have adjusted the sound settings on my OBS, but I didn't do a tech test before. Oh, I still can't mount. Damn. I didn't do a tech test between doing adjusting the sound and coming online. I probably should have done, but I didn't get around to it. Don't think so. Still can't hear the audio, like the dialogue or anything. That's a mystery because the audio settings. I don't want to stop and check whilst we're in the middle of the game. Wish I had another screen to check on. So, gonna have to do a tech test between streams and like actually make sure that I haven't got some stupid that I haven't made some kind of stupid mistake like muting the game sound or something. Do I still need to be in Sobrik? Let's just go outside and check to see if there are any mission objectives. Huh, what's this? Oh, clean sweep. Slice the spaceport defense station. Where's that? Is it up or down? It's down here, okay. I'm glad that that didn't complete. I keep not noticing extra bonus stages. That's my bad. Oh yeah, this is a good opportunity to look out into what we can see of the interior of the spaceport. So, ooh, hey. This is probably like the ground floor. Wow. So that's one floor down. 2, 3, 4. Nick his ID tags. And that seems to be it. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 floors. I mean, this is where there are doors that go out to hangar wings, but I'm not sure what this is about, because this does go a bit lower than that, doesn't it? It's probably just clearance so that ships can like fold down. It's a long way down. It's not as far a distance as we have seen in game go down, but it is a long way. And each of these doorways, well, yeah, doorways, leads to like a corridor with that might be a hatch instead of a floor. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. I suppose it could retract all the way, but I would expect it to be split maybe into 2 or 4 or something so that it can retract more easily. So you've got less time whilst it's retracting. But yeah, each of these goes off into a corridor with hangers off of it. And there might be... Yeah, there's a door here as well. So it goes 4 ways. It's not just limited to 3. If there's 100 hangars doesn't break down evenly, does it? I mean, 4 floors does break down. That's 25 per floor, but then there's 4 doors, 4 corridors for hangars. Maybe one of them's shorter than the others? Maybe the one under here? Each of the corridors that leads out under the main concourse, like the, you know, the embark, disembark concourse here. Maybe it is like the short corridor. Okay, I think we're done here now, so that just means teleport back here. Gorinth. Yeah. Oops. Oh, going the wrong way. Oh, down here, are we? Okay. Didn't realise this was here. That's Tyrus's dog tags. So this was all a test? No, that's not really. about the others inside? That's a good point. Got plenty of things for us to do here, haven't we? No, there we are. Oh, 64, next level. Okay. Ooh, lovely. All of these are pieces of gear that I can use. I think I need to visit a store at which I can sell my random junk. Got soil samples to grab, haven't I? I'm not sure where the Mandalorian Terror is or takes place either. Oh. Oh, there we go. It's there. That's handy. They are collecting it. I thought they probably might. It's polite to wait and see if someone is after the node they're fighting next to. So this is probably the toxic soil. A high-tech shovel. There we go. Okay, so it's not that one, it's the next one over. Surprisingly small fields for farmland, essential to the supply of the region. Maybe there just aren't very many people in the region. Splendid. This vegetation makes it difficult to target. I can't quite manage to get all three, so let's just get two. That doesn't seem like that's enough cover. That goes up to your knees. I realise he's on a slant or a gradient. That still doesn't seem like it's enough. Stop that. I wonder what's happening over here. Oh, training droid. This area has a lot of mountains. How can people actually live here? Well, it's probably with the benefit of super high tech, making it possible to put in place the infrastructure that lets people move around. Like if you've got hover transport, then you don't need to worry about how you put roads and lifts and buildings in place so much as you do if you have entirely terrestrial vehicles for moving things around. And there's also probably it's probably easier to prefab stuff and then put it in place with higher tech. The super tech way of building deep underground and leaving the surface as nature made it. Yeah, probably. It's got to be easier to tunnel with super high tech than it is for us, hasn't it? So you could dig your way in here and then hollow it out. Okay. Oh, this probably would have turned the droids against the Mandalorians, wouldn't it? Wish I'd noticed that before, so I didn't have to fight them. Whoops. Oh well. Ow, stop that. Okay, can I reprogram any more training droids? No, can't do anything to that. Will the console only become usable once I've defeated? No? Okay. Did I mess things up by destroying the previous training droids before reprogramming them? Because this is a training droid console. The fact that it's got a little thing coming up here means that it is targetable under some circumstances. I wonder why Kaizen wasn't pulling their attention. That's weird. Oh, that's cell controls. Okay, never mind. Where did you roll out from? There we go. Cool. Rescued everybody. Now this is probably a thing where you can reprogram those, maybe? No. Can't see a console where you do that. Oh, here, maybe. Where did you assholes come from? Ah, I have increased in level. As such, I have earned Telekinetic Refuge. Telekinetic Burst increases your damage reduction by 5% for 10 seconds. Stacks up to 3 times. TK Burst. Ooh, blue gear. Is it better? I lose power but gain mastery and endurance. Is the difference gain? No, it'd be 32, wouldn't it? Nah, I'll leave it. Oh yeah, can't mount in here, can I? So I think I messed up the bonus objective that I might, well, probably would have had here with reprogramming training droids, because the first set of training droids I came across I destroyed before noticing the console at which I could reprogram them. And so despite clicking to reprogram them, because they were gone, didn't actually do anything, and probably therefore didn't trigger the next part of the bonus objectives. Bit of a shame, but oh well, I'll have to try and remember for next time. Assuming there is a next time. Oh hey! I don't think that I noticed him before. My character's voice sounds like she's talking over a radio. Yeah, weird. Apparently this is a few kilometers, according to the game. Alright. A crafting node. Oh, whoops. I think I need to go visit my stash to drop off all of those companion gifts. Let's do that now. Brief stop off on Coruscant. Sure, it's a quick trip. I was able to unlock a bunch more of this place. I've got it almost all unlocked except for the outside balcony up here. It's 1 million. I could do it, but I've unlocked everywhere else in here and I haven't done anything with any of the extra rooms. Well, except for put beds in. Rubbish beds by the looks of it, but you know, everyone gets their own room, I guess. Anyway. think I'm benefiting from a experience boost, am I? There we go. Cool. I can do that. Obtain an access key. Do some stuff over here. Oh yeah, that was the puzzle, wasn't it? I was going to do that off stream. And I forgot. That looks badly mashed, doesn't it? Well, I'll do what I can, but yeah, probably a good idea. Let's try and get this last area explored and fully explore the region. Looks like some kind of anti-air cannon, maybe a launcher. Oh, that goes down a long way. Whoops. That was not what I meant to do. Bum. Gonna have to go around. I bet this is the prison, isn't it? I bet I'm gonna have to come back down in here shortly, aren't I? Got a red crystal friend to come and poke. Steal bits off of. Why did a droid have a Republic blaster? Maybe one of the troops decided to space duct tape it onto the chassis. Not actually sure whether I managed to achieve the bonus objective. Like the question I asked last week, sometime about have a random giant dog-like thing had a tool inside it. I believe you that happened. I'm afraid I don't remember specifically the occasion. But yeah, it is a bit weird. I guess the game devs don't really think about adding certain mobs to certain loot, or assigning certain mobs certain loot tables. They don't really think... Wait, never mind. That was Lairenia's FO76 stream, sorry. He shot a mutant dog and... Lairenia? Shot a mutant dog and the loot was a screwdriver. Okay. Yeah. I don't believe I've shot any mutant dogs recently, and what's FO76? Fallout 76? That makes sense? Yeah. Fallout 76. Yeah, I've never played Fallout 76. Certainly not on stream. Okay, now we can get the keys. Yeah, Fallout 76. I thought so. Took me a minute to work it out, but yeah, got there. Oh. No, he's a tough guy, isn't he? Did we get his key? Wow, that was a lot of procs, wasn't it? Nice. I'm sure that similar things have happened for me with the dropping of loot that doesn't really match the creature it's come from, or the the mob that it's come from. In this game, in most of the games I played, I expect. This doesn't look blue, does it? Not until you mouse over it. Or if it's in the dark, then it kind of looks a little blue. But that's what you get blue crystals from. Back in, okay. It's a good guard unit, this, isn't it? I mean, I know it's not. It's a... Oh, no, it's a pacification droid, okay. You see the same kind of layout of limbs and stuff on other droids that have different names, like mining droids, I think, that have obviously been reprogrammed to attack. By the Empire. Ravager droid. That's a fun name, isn't it? Why do the tracks on the road have the same kind of like double indent with a sort of a raised lighter, well not lighter, that's darker, but like less compacted soil route on it? If this planet doesn't use terrestrial vehicles, all the vehicles I've seen are land speeders. They float. Oh hey. So there shouldn't be anything gliding along, like on the ground, compacting the soil. Looks like 2 lanes of speeder tracks. Yeah, that makes sense. I suppose the anti-grav units of speeders must impart, well, might impart some downward force. Note how the tracks don't move parallel at intersections. Yeah, I noticed that, and I thought about pointing it out. If it were tracks, you would expect there to be two curving round and two here, but there aren't. It's just the one. There isn't anything coming around here. That's a good point. So maybe this indicates where, because like this seems to be blowing stuff away, out. Maybe it is either blowing dust away, like blowing surface material away, or impacting somehow in the way that it imparts anti-gravity, and that wears on the ground in these patterns. Well, that's the Watsonian explanation. The Doylist explanation is someone was like, we need road tiles. Well, okay, what do roads look like? They've got two ditches divoted into them. Let's put that in and not really worry too much about the why. Maybe he'll see a reason. Or maybe I'll kill him. Yeah, true. If you use the Jetsons approach, you simply have no reason for roads at all. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to bust everyone out of the prison. Oh, there. Okay. Not here. Oh, well. So I think it's pretty even odds on land speeders and other anti-grav units imparting some force on the ground which they travel over. But you would have standard lanes of traffic across the surface, even if you could float your device anywhere, or almost anywhere, just because people like traveling in straight lines, because it cuts off. It cuts time off your journey, so stuff would only grow so tall along those routes, because anything that grows taller would get hit by passing traffic. So what I would actually expect, assuming that there aren't any terrestrial vehicles, or that anti-grav units don't impart any force on the ground over which they travel, I would actually expect low levels of vegetation like this along routes that do get travelled, and then like, oh hey, little fanfare, light side is victorious, and then like higher bits of vegetation along the edges and like just dotted around at random. So it would be more difficult to identify a lane of travel, but it would be possible based on the height the vegetation grows to. Oh, I've gone past it. Pay attention. Oh, that's weird. Notice there's a little dog leg in the road there on the mini-map. Obviously someone drew a section of road and then had another section of road go up to it and were like, it doesn't quite match up on the map. Just draw a little bit across, it's fine. And that's just the way that it displays. Group phase, anyone can enter, but I do need to interact with this first. There we go. Now I can get inside the prison. Defeat 30 guards. That's a lot. How big is the place? Ah, there's a lift. Okay. Well, the Jetsons' approach is to have enough altitude. The plants don't matter. That's true. But there does seem to be a difference in anti-grav devices and speeder design. Like there's speeders that stick to the surface and like ships that can actually fly, which does seem to be a different thing from anti-grav, which looks in the films like almost like it's magnetic, the anti-grav stuff, compared with actually flying speeders like you'd see on Coruscant. Oh, whoops. Oh, thanks, Kaizen. Just pull all of them out of the area of my attack. Dead helpful, that. Thanks. A lot of people in there. Pretty miserable conditions as well, really. Tiny little cells. There's got to be a way for us to let them out, right? Are we really just going to leave them? Maybe we need to get something from down inside. Oh, there we go. Let's free you first. I like how Maglev works IRL. Yeah, kind of like Maglev. That's what I was thinking. You've got part of that correct, but part of it very wrong. That bodes ill. Thank you. Yeah, speaking of maglev, I think that might actually be how... Oh, still haven't rescued these people, hey? That's not cool. Maglev might be how people rationalize how anti-grav, just like low-level terrestrial anti-grav floaty stuff works in the universe of Star Trek, Star Wars. Not Star Trek. Well, maybe Star Trek, but in Star Wars, I think they may say that the stuff floats on the magnetic field of the planet that it's traveling across, or if you're on a space station or something and you've got an anti-grav unit, you probably just make it maglev over the metal floor. Alright, I'm just going to pretend that I rescued all of the people in all of the cells up there, unless it comes out that we free them all on the way out. Ooh, that seems like a bad time. Thanks for that, Nubbed. Can we let them off? Can we let them up? No, apparently not. We can only leave them in place, not being tortured. Thanks, game. Surely they would be aware that people would want to free the people that they've... Some players would want to free the people that they've come across in here. Maybe we'll be able to do it with the Warden's keycard or something. I assume that we'll be acquiring... Well, I assume we'll be facing the Warden and consequently acquiring a keycard from him. Oh, I was going to say there appears to be an objective in there, but no, it's just... covering the whole place to indicate that we've got a bonus objective. I like how he's died standing up in a cowering position with his sword through his neck. Or well, like here through his like collarbone, but basically through his neck. Destroying Imperial interrogation droids is an objective as well. Nice. There's another one. Oh, there's probably one here as well, somewhere. That's where the third one is. Cool. Cool. All the interrogation droids. Now let's see what happens when we approach here. Oh good. You have to actually talk to him to start the cutscene. Do you want to bet that things are going to go south and we'll get into a fight with him and kill all three? Maybe he'll be left alive and we'll keep taking. We'll be given the option to kill him or take him prisoner. False. Oh, we're conceited. False. You're optimistic, aren't you? Nope, no chance of taking him alive. Not that I'd want to, personally. Not really worth it. These are probably the two guys that we're after. Understandable. It's my potato recipe, isn't it? Potato salad. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we are. Interesting that they've made it a dilemma for you, a choice. I mean, of course, free the prisoners. You can work out something else with the barrager. If the files are inaccessible, then the Empire won't be able to use it either. And we'll have the two people that worked on it, so our chances of getting something else working are better. So yeah. Splendid. We've rescued everybody who was in here. Well, they seem to be needing a little time to get used to not being in prison. Oh, he needs those taking off him, doesn't he? Why would you need such large cuffs? Unless maybe they contain like some kind of shock device or something else that causes pain. I guess that would make sense. Alright. I don't need to walk out, do I? I can use the power of shuttle transport. Whereas Durga's not going to be very impressed with me. I mean, I basically am a one-person army, aren't I, by this point? Oh, they managed it. That was quick. We met Karseri before. They obviously expected us to know who that was. Alright. Let's get another... Oh, hey. That's more powerful. Let's get that. Yeah, okay. Ah, there's a mission up there as well. Let's go and do that, I guess. I wonder what that little wobble there was for. Oh, probably because it was adjusting for coming into land here and then changing because it wasn't actually going to land there. It was going to, move to the next. Hopefully you understand what I'm fumbling at. Weird mountains on this planet. Hey. Lots of cones. That was a lot. I don't know why the game insists on if you have a companion out and you click on a node, the companion is the one that has to interact with the node. You can't interact with the node. You have to get your companion to do it. Which means if they're stuck running around because you've just done what I did, you have to wait for them to catch up. Or, as I did... Oh, right, wrong way. Mount up so that they're not present. Not technically present. So you can cheat the game. Ooh. Might as well stick with it down here because there's several more nodes. That didn't really help, did it? Come on, let me get up the fucking walls, will you? Stop that. Stop freaking out. Have I been in here before? I have, yes. Yeah, true. I'm not going to bother asking why is that. I mean, worlds with election processes must have this kind of thing in just so that people can't, like, decide one day that they're going to be president, you know? If she is aiming to catch a Jedi in a trap, she cannot possibly be expecting a Jedi like me, who is a one-person blender. Well, no, that's not fair. Kaizen helps a lot, keeping fire off of me. So, a two-person army, we'll say. Who has defeated everything in her way so far across 6 planets? 7? How many has it been? Tython, Coruscant, Taris, Nar Shaddaa, Tatooine, plus this planet, I guess, technically counts. Not as many as I'd thought, but still, like 6 planets worth of opposition has just been steamrolled by me. But Lacris, she's different from all the others. So 5 planets, plus however far we've got on this one, plus taking out a Grand Moff. Let's just shuttle to Corinth. Just a conversation here and then off to Sundari. Well, I expect it's just a conversation here. That's weird. What's going on? Huh? What is this? Why you no work? I had this problem before on Coruscant and I don't remember how I solved it at the time. Alright. Guess we'll just do Executive Order 228. I don't know why I don't qualify. In response to your recent success, Darth Lacris has rounded up innocent civilians, publicly labeling them as resistance accomplices and threatening to execute them at the Imperial holding facility. You and Zenith have joined forces to free the civilians. Speak to Zenith from the Gorinth outpost holo terminal to coordinate your attack. This is a weird dude, isn't it? This person appears to really, really want insect steak, if that's such a thing. Thank you, but I'm not interested in gizzard. How would you even make a souffle out of gizzard? I don't think that gizzards, even insect gizzards, assuming insects have gizzards, have the right chemical components to be made into a souffle. How exactly would the Republic hoard a Jedi or a Force user? Well, you'd use it as an ingredient, I think. Main ingredient is a form of egg, I think. Yes, but I don't think that gizzards have the same chemical properties as eggs, in that you could... I don't think that... Like, I don't understand the process for how you turn egg into souffle. It's obviously something about the way that it can rise and get air into it. But I find it very difficult to believe that gizzards contain the same chemicals. Gizzard is the meat you chop up and mix into the egg. I mean, yeah, I guess. But if you're mixing stuff into the egg, it's not really souffle anymore, is it? It's not omelette. Well, I suppose it could be an omelette. There's another term that I've forgotten. Ooh, that's pretty nasty. An absolute moron. That's assuming that no leftover drone or worker can't mutate into a new queen in the absence of an existing one. I'm curious about how you're actually supposed to do Executive Order 228. Maybe I should just drop it and retake it. I'll look it up another time. Wait. There's a crystal over here. No, thank you. Off you go. There's a bit down there that's even lower. There's a quest to pick up in here. Ooh, a tractor transport. We're at 3 hours. I think we'll leave it there. Actually, why did I bother coming in here? If I want to log out somewhere, I can get logged out XP. I'll just go back to the cantina. Okay. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll be back on Friday. And I will genuinely aim for 8 PM GMT. Whether I actually hit it or not, I don't know. Tune in then to find out. I will post on Twitter to say just before I go live, to give an alert, and you can find me on Twitter at Vanilla Jester. You can also find me on YouTube at Vanilla Jester Gaming, where I will upload this, and I'll have everything else that I have played and recorded up there as well. I hope to see you on Friday, or that I at least see you again, whenever that happens to be. And until I do, I hope you have a nice time, and goodbye.